Welcome back.
Hi. We're gonna go take a cold shower.
Yeah.
I think we need it. She was really soft.
Girls usually are.
And I'm really hard. My pills are waiting for me when I make it to my room. I swallow them without a second thought. I don't know why I didn't think of waiting until after the runs to take them. For some reason I figured it was when I woke up, or not at all. But no, they only need to be taken every 24 hours. The exact time of day doesn't factor into it. My thoughts drift back to the hug in the hallway. It's weird, you'd expect someone to smell foul after a run, but for some reason Emi smelled right. The tinge of sweat just seemed to fit her.
Jesus Christ.
I really need that shower.
Yeah.
What exactly are we going to do in the shower?
Just jerk off in your room?
We need to take another half-hour shower.
Kenji's in there.
Well, okay, that's true. This is a community shower. Oh, I go to the roof. All right,
Okay.
Strange that it feels so natural for me to go up to the roof these days. I never would have done such a thing at my old school. In those days, I liked to eat alone. No, that's not quite true. Though I like to sit alone. I also like to watch people. I also figured that it was the sort of person I was, but it appears I was wrong. Then again, I also thought I was the sort of person who had a normal heart. So there you have it. I don't know myself that well. Now I'm on the roof, so I can have lunch with a couple of people. And they are both girls, which is even stranger. Oddly enough, I feel closer to Emi and Rin than I felt to anyone in my old school. Somehow I get the feeling that they'd at least visit me if I wound up in the hospital.
None of those other girls would, though.
Nope.
They've told you to fuck off.
Yeah. I really pissed them off by hanging out with these guys.
Yeah.
I focus on the view from the roof, banishing such thoughts from my head. There's a light breeze blowing and the sun is shining high in the sky. The sky itself is a deep blue with hardly a cloud in it. It's gotten... What? What are you looking at?
Yeah.
It's gotten pleasantly warm. And as I sit down to wait for my friends, I close my eyes and enjoy the feeling of the sun seeping into my skin. Slipping into my skin.
We're getting violated by the sun.
I just fell asleep on the roof.
I guess so.
Voices intrude upon the edge of hearing.
What?
What does that even mean?
That is not even a... What kind... That's not a sentence. Seems to have fallen asleep on us, Ren. Maybe he's faking to lull us into a false sense of security. Why would he do that? No idea.
He's a little weird, Emi.
Still, you make a good point. We should kick him or something and make sure he's really asleep.
Huh, what? Emi looks over me like only a short girl can, peering at me intently.
Tall people can't loom.
Nope.
Oh, you're awake. I guess we don't have to kick you then.
I'm still going to do it.
Short people loom, tall people lurk.
Yeah. Was this part of your master plan?
What are you talking about? Emi shrugs, her twin tails bouncing with the motion.
I'm not sure either. You must be pretty tired to fall asleep out here. Although it's pretty comfortable, I suppose.
It's probably my pills that I don't.
Yeah.
She plops down next to me and begins to eat. Rin sits opposite from the two of us, but like back 20 feet from a move, which only makes me more aware of the girl sitting next to me. Oh,
Yeah, she's next
She's
to you,
next
but
to
your
me.
face, it's
I see what it
weird.
is.
It's so you can see both of their faces.
It's just got like a really zoomed in back of head
She's-
Emi right here.
Yeah, she's sitting on the table.
Yeah. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear Rin did it on purpose.
Of course she did. Girls plan this shit.
Conspiracy! I concentrate on my food, trying to tune out the majority of the conversation that Rin and Emi are having. Despite my best efforts, however, I still find myself glancing over at Emi whenever she speaks. I notice how she purses her lips when she's thinking about something, squinting slightly as if that would improve her thinking ability. Then she starts dancing. Rin says something that makes Emi laugh, and I notice, perhaps for the first time, how she laughs with her whole body, rocking back and forth, head thrown back almost like she's about to fall over. I probably look like a creep.
She laughs like an anime character.
It's about this time that I realize Emi's looking at me, her voice raised slightly, so she's probably just asked me a question. Oh shit.
Tits.
Yes.
I mean, shit.
Huh? Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a moment there. Emi rolls her eyes at the slight quirk of the eyebrow. While a slight quirk of the eyebrow is the only sign that Rin's even paying attention.
I said, did you get a career survey in your class too?
What, I still go to school?
You know, one of those, what do you want to do after high school things?
I don't think so. Maybe we'll get one tomorrow.
What are you going to put down?
That's a really good question. Guess I always figured I'd go to college after high school, but I had no idea what I'd do once I got there. With the heart attack and all, I'd really been concentrating on each day as it came rather than making long-term plans. Suppose I can safely start planning ahead again.
You're just sitting there, like, staring off into space thinking this.
Yeah. I'm like JD from Scrubs. I've always liked having at least a vague plan for my future.
You've been sitting here in silence for like 20 minutes now.
So it'll be nice to come up with one again. Of course, that doesn't change the fact that right now I've got absolutely no clue. Oh, that was okay. Transitioning to me speaking.
Right.
I always kind of assumed I'd figure it out in college. That or just become a salaryman. That's pretty popular. But what do I really want to do? That's a tough question. I guess I don't really want to do anything.
You don't sound very excited about that one, do you?
She laughs as she says this, and I'm caught up in her laugh again. It's so girlish, high and giggly, like a, well, pardon the cliche, like a babbling brook.
She weeble wobbles, but she doesn't fall down.
Your laugh is like a babbling brook. It bubbles out of her, starting in her belly and working its way up her throat. I can't help but laugh myself. It's infectious. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty unhappy with the salaryman idea. I don't even really know what a salaryman is.
Yeah,
I just know it's popular.
Like a businessman?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's weird.
An accountant.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I haven't given it much thought to the future recently. I suppose that these days I've been more concerned with living one day at a time.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Emmy considers this for a moment and grins.
That's a pretty good idea, Hisao.
Living? I'd think so.
I just wrote down pirate.
Okay. That's a really Ren thing to say.
Oh, man. I'm momentarily stunned, then I start laughing. Well, there you go. You don't have to take it serious.
Yeah.
I stop myself and manage to gasp out a question. You're not actually serious, are you? Emmy looks mock offended.
Well, I've got the legs for it already, so I just kind of figured.
Even Rin seems amused by this.
Just you wait. I'll be the terror of the high seas. I'll show you all. I've even been working on my pirate voice.
Oh no, I have to do a girl pirate
Yes.
voice.
Plunder the booty.
Oh
She
god.
suddenly springs up and begins swaggering up and down the rooftop, shouting orders.
Yar, me hearties, give me a broadside with the long guns. We'll wear their guts for garters.
See, she picked up an accent.
Yeah. Well, she's a pirate. Do you even know what that means?
Rin's unexpected interruption stops Emmy in her tracks.
Not really.
I saw it on a cartoon.
But it's all in the delivery.
It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. The ringing of the bell prevents her.
This entire playthrough has been a DiGiorno commercial.
It just pops up a pizza and then it ends.
It's like those Tide ad memes.
Demonstrating her point further. Emmy dashes off immediately, leaving Rin and myself alone on the roof. This is awkward. Rin stares at me intently for a few moments.
Time to cheat on Emmy. Even though you're not even together.
Is there something wrong? Rin considers this question closely for a moment. After a lengthy pause, she shakes her head.
Nope.
Oh, why the staring then?
Your dick's out.
Rin shakes her head again. Again?
Nope, I don't get it.
Get what?
The staring thing. You two seem to, but I don't.
Great, she saw me staring. Now she probably thinks I'm a pervert or something. Actually, probably not. This is Rin we're talking about after all. Still, I feel the need to defend myself. Yeah, that'll make her think you don't have a crush on her.
Right.
I wasn't staring, I was just tired. Rin actually snorts at this, but she doesn't say anything. No, really, I was just distracted is all. I'm not making it much better.
Yeah.
Eager to end this conversation, I head back down to class.
Oh,
hey.
Jesus.
Forgot about these two.
Right.
I'm greeted by the twin specters of Shizune and Misha, looking like they mean business. Well, Shizune looks like she means business anyway. Misha just looks like she's about to start laughing at any minute. Wah! up on the roof again, He-chan?
Reindeer paws?
Out comes good old Santa Claus. You know that's dangerous, don't you?
There's a fence.
Yeah. That's right. The school cannot be held responsible for any injury that comes from being up there, you know. Furthermore, we could report you for breaking the rules. Misha leans in and whispers conspiratorially. But we won't, He-chan. You three are too cute together. She straightens up again, laughing at my sudden blush. Wahahaha! You're too easy to tease, He-chan. Hey, come on. I'm still new here, sort of, I guess.
You're not allowed to use that anymore.
No. Isn't it mean to pick on the newcomer like this? Nope! It's to help you get acclimated to your new surroundings. Ah, I see. Well, do you have to be so overzealous about it?
Misha's never overzealous.
Yep! That aside, He-chan, we were looking for you this morning, but you weren't in your room. Ooh. Of course I wasn't. I was out for my morning exercise, or here in class, bright and early.
How do they know where your room is?
Unlike you. I don't know. Shizune looks peeved, and a beat later so does Misha, or she tries to, at any rate. That was because of student council business. You should be grateful that we worked so hard for you. Oh, I am. So what did you need me for? Not another attempt to rope me in to do their dirty work, I hope. We had to give you something, but since you weren't around, we dropped it off in your room. Something? Like what? Oh, you'll find out when you get back, He-chan.
Jesus.
That sounds terrifying. Kenji probably confiscated it anyways.
Yeah.
Muto entering the room and ends our conversation, and we all head to our seats.
It's been a while since we've actually seen the classroom.
Yeah, or other students.
Right.
It's only after I've settled down at my desk and the teacher started talking about something or other that something odd strikes me. What did Rin mean, you two seem to?
Wow, you are slow.
Oh, an hour ago. Was Emi staring at something too?
Ow. Oh god, sorry. I
For
hit
a
my
brief
mic.
moment, I consider the possibility that Emi was staring at me the way I was staring at her. Of course, that's ridiculous. Still, I can't deny that I wouldn't mind if it were true. But it's best not to think of that. No need to get my hopes up. Come to think of it, when did I start having hopes like that anyway? I think it happened in the hall.
Yeah, probably.
I shake my head in an attempt to clear it and focus on the lesson. Oh boy. After class, I make my way to my room. I think it's Mutou, but we've been saying Mutau.
It's Mutau. It's Mutau.
Mutau really piled on the homework today. Before I can open my
He shows up and you're just instantly defeated.
Before I can open my door, however, I'm suddenly intercepted by Kenji. Interception! Who was just exploded out of his own room in a flurry of papers. Hey, we need to talk. These rooftop shenanigans of yours, man. Now everybody's about the rooftop.
Yeah.
They've got to stop. What? You're running around on the rooftops with limbless wonders. They're women, man. You'll get yourself killed running around like that. I don't follow. Kenji sighs and adjusts his glasses before what could be understood as an attempt at explaining himself patiently. Look, we're friends, so I'm telling you this for your own good. But if I were going to kill someone, I'd do it by throwing them off the roof and making it look like an accident.
Okay, then.
I'd like to change
Good
rooms.
to know.
And if I've thought of that, you can be sure they've thought of it too. They're crafty, almost as crafty as I am. I see. Good. I'm glad we had this chat. Loan me 500 yen. I'm sorry. I need to get a drink, man. I've been inside all day and the tap water's been compromised, as I'm sure you know. So I need to stock up on something canned, got it? But to do that I need 500 yen. And since I've just saved your life with my timely advice, you can at least spare me 500 yen. You know, if it'll make him go away, 500 yen is a
Never
bargain.
paid you back for the pizza.
Yeah. I was going to say, he's in debt to me now.
Yeah.
I hand the money over to Kenji, who nods and thanks and dashes off down the hallway, but not before he locks his door. What an exhausting person. I'd better go in case he changes his mind.
At least that was quick.
Yeah. As I close the door, my heel taps against something lying on the floor. Oh good, he didn't steal it. It's a brightly colored rectangle of paper. This must be the something Misha mentioned before. Probably a student council leaflet she slid under the door. That you tripped on? Yeah. However, when I pick it up, I find that I couldn't have been more wrong. Someone actually wrote me an old-fashioned handwritten paper letter.
Stop seeing Emmy or else. It's like
Yeah.
written in blood.
Yeah. Oh my God. Who bothers doing something like that in this day and age anyways? Yet, as unlikely as the prospect of receiving one sounds, this is definitely a letter I have in my hands. I was planning on finishing my homework, getting some dinner, and going to bed in order to be ready for tomorrow's morning run. However, the letter has naturally caught my interest. I sit at my desk to examine it properly.
We'll find out what that letter says next
It's
time.
going to take so long for me to read it. I'm going to have to put off doing my homework.
I know, God. He's like just looking for an excuse. It's like, oh, I kind of have to sneeze. Oh, no, it's gone. Can't do my homework now.
Now I'm just not in the mood.
Yeah, that took too long.